Hey, good afternoon everyone. In this demo, I'm going to explain 6 different ways of NTFS file system permissions. What is NTFS? NTFS stands for New Technology File System. So in this demo, I'm going to go over NTFS and then the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And then I'm going to use Windows 2016 server along with Windows 10 machine, which is loading right now. We'll wait until it's loading. So the first thing what I need to do, let me give you explanation. I'll create a security group. I'll create a security group called help desk to manage access to the shared resources and then assign the permission to the group. I'll assign full control permission to the help desk group for the Malik.com in IT folder, because inside then I'll create another folder named Malik.com, and inside the Malik.com subfolder I'll create another folder is called IT, which I'll assign full control permission to the help desk group, which is security group for Malik.com, and then add user to the group. I'll add a user which I'll create later to the help desk security group, so they'll automatically inherit the group permission. And then fourth, I'll map the shared IT folder as a network drive on the client machine, and ensuring the user access is based on their group membership. By using a group in the middle, I'll streamline access management and ensure user inherit permission automatically from the group. So we'll use group in the middle. The group help desk, which is security group, will have full control on Malik.com folder in IT, and if you add the help desk group into the user or make the user member of help desk, the user will have automatically access to Malik.com folder in IT. So using group in the middle is essential for efficient and scalable access management. So instead of assigning permission to individual user for every resources, you can assign permission to a group. And also, so when a user need access, you can simply add them to the group, saving time and reducing errors. So if a multiple user access, you add them to the group instead of configuring permission individually for each user. This is particularly useful in a large organization. Let's say if the group access requirement changes, you can update the group permission and all members automatically inherit the changes. Inherit means the user automatically get the same permission as the group. So this is how it works. I'll create first a security group named help desk. So the first thing is you need to go to Active Directory user and computers, expand this, right click on domain, new, click on group, give it help desk. I'll create a security group. I will leave this as a security and it is global. So we created the help desk. Now let's go to the file explorer, this PC, local disk C, and inside here I'll create another folder, a folder named Malik.com, and inside Malik.com I'll create another folder, IT. I'll also create another folder named HR, which I'll use this folder later on in other permission, other NTFS permission. But for this step, the first NTFS permission I will use folder name IT. And this is basically inside the Malik.com. So I need to share Malik.com folder as the administrator only. To do that, right click, go to the properties, and in the properties click on sharing, click share, and click on administrator honor, share, and click done. If you come here, this is the path that you can find this Malik.com folder basically when you log into the client machine when you are mapping network. So this is the share drive named Malik.com. that we're gonna use it later on. So we since created the security group called help desk. Let's now go to the malik.com folder and go to the IT properties, and in the properties click sharing, share, no, not share, sorry. This is I just wanted to show the permit, the path to this IT security, edit, and in here I need to add the help desk because I want the help desk to have a full control on basically on IT. So help along with the Malik.com. You can also find it, click on advanced and then find now. And in here you can find the Malik sorry the what it's called help desk. So I'm gonna click on this. So help desk, check name and okay, and then apply and okay. So since I want the help desk to security group to have full control on IT and Malik.com, I need to click on advanced, and an advanced, if you see Malik help desk is right there. Just click on this and click on edit because I want to give full control to it. Check mark all of these and click OK and apply. You see it has been changed to full control from basically to from read and execute. It has been changed to full control. Click OK. So we added help desk to IT folder. What we need right now is basically we need to go to the uh, user because we need to create a user, right? So to do this, go to again to the dashboard, Active Directory user and computer, which I already opened here. We go there, click on user. Let me create a user name John Malik, and the login name will be J Malik. This will be the login name. Next, I've removed this and type password and hit finish. So if you see John Malik is right there. Since I shared basically the Malik.com folder as the as a as the administrator, we need to add John Malik to the administrator group. That is because we shared Malik.com as administrator, and only administrator user have access to the basically what it's called to the Malik.com folder. Non-admin user won't be able to have access to the Malik.com even if you type a full NTFS path per for that user. Let's say I port the file or the path for John Malik to that folder Malik.com, and he is not admin. If you log in as a John Malik on a client machine, John Malik won't be able to have access to the Malik.com folder. That is because John Malik is not admin. So in order to have access, the John Malik has to be an admin user, or we need to add him to the group, admin group. Because Malik.com has been shared as administrator only, which let me show that one more time. So file explorer, this PC, Malik.com, if you click on properties, sharing, share, if you see it is administrator owner. So since if you shared Malik.com as administrator, all user must be as admin user in order to have access to the Malik.com folder, because the file sharing on network take priority what you doing. So let me add the John Malik to the admin group. To do that, right click, properties, member of, and I'll tap admin, check name, and hit OK. He's now in admin. So let's do one more thing. We need to add basically the John Malik. We need to add John Malik to, let me go back. So Active Directory user computers. I need to now add John Malik to the help desk security group to have access to Malik.com. So to do that, again the same thing, properties, member of, add, and type just help or help desk. Hit apply and OK. You can also check it from there. Right click on help desk, property, and check the members. If you see John Malik is right there, he's a member of help desk security group. So now we added him. So after that, we need to go to the file explorer one more time, because we need to give full control to the help desk on Malik.com folder. So to do that, go there to file explorer, this PC, local disk C, right click on this, properties, or you can open that. One second. So you can open this and click on IT, or you can, if you want to see the path basically to the IT folder, you can do it by basically to like, I want the path. Let's say my path is, I click on this PC and I click on Malik.com. So or the path should be, if I want to check the path for the Malik.com, you go to click properties and click on sharing, and this is the path, right? So since I already gave him a full control of help desk, if you go there and sharing, click share, or if you go there to the open and then IT, let me check if the IT has a full control over the help desk. Has a full control, right? He has a full control over the IT folder, which is great. But what if I want basically to put in a help desk group description this file path? Because let's say I'm working in an organization and there are so many files, and I'm not sure this help desk security group is belong to which folder, or on which folder this help desk has a control, like full control on it. So in order to do that, the first thing is local disk C, and then right click on this, properties, and in the properties click on share, and this is the path, right? Just control C, copy it, and then you can do another thing. Let's say I'm in a quick access and I just paste this, right? And click on this, I right away got here, and I click on IT and I'm copying this path, and I'm now go back to the help desk I'll right click on this properties, and this is the description. Or I'll just write path to file, and this is the path, and hit apply and OK. So let me check one more thing to not miss anything. I just want to make sure to not miss anything. I want to go step by step. So at this point we created security group, we created a user, we created Malik.com folder and we shared it as administrator. And inside of Malik.com we created a subfolders names IT and HR. In an IT we give full control to help desk. Hey, help desk, take a full control of IT. And then we add the John Malik to that help desk group, right? After we added, and we also make the John Malik as administrator, because the file has been shared, the Malik.com file has been shared as administrator owner. Because even if I have a path or I want to manually add the John Malik to the help desk, oh no, sorry, to the Malik.com, and if I log into John Malik on client machine, John Malik won't be able to have access unless if he is an admin user, because the file Malik.com has been shared as administrator only. I hope this is now completely clear. And I also show the help desk member, who is the member of help desk, and also show the user from the user side, that there was a help desk group inside the user. So now what I need to do is I need to log in as a John Malik and see if he has access to IT and HR folders along with Malik.com, of course. So this is my user. One more time, John Malik, properties, member, he's admin and also help desk. And if I go to the help desk, properties, who is the member? Member is John Malik. So let me go to the client machine. We log in J Malik. And we will also do the map the network drive for this user, which I'll show it to you. Let's wait for this to log in. So I'm logging as a John Malik. I think there is something wrong for some reason. Let me show once again. Me sign out and sign in again. Hopefully the issue will resolve. Let's wait to log in. And after we log in, I'm gonna check if the John Malik has access as an admin user, and also the member of help desk is able to have access to Malik.com along with the subfolders of Malik.com, which is IT and HR, as an admin user, of course. And even you can check the effective access to Malik.com, because since the John Malik is able to have access to Malik.com folder along with HR and IT, you can even check the Malik.com effective access. You need to go to the file explorer, this PC, local disk C, and right click on Malik.com. If you right click on Malik.com, click on properties, and in the properties you can click on sharing or security, sorry. Go to the advanced, you can check effective access, select user and type John Malik. Check name and hit OK, and check the effective access. If you see John Malik is complete, you have access to Malik.com folder. Let me see if the client machine is open right now. It has been opened. Let me click on File Explorer to check if the John Malik sees everything, because I put him in admin group along with a help desk member. He has to be now able to have access to Malik.com folder. So the path was Malik.com folder was // and security hacker. Hit enter. As you see, Malik.com folder is there, and inside the Malik.com folder there are two folders named HR and in IT. So the user John Malik inherits, like, the user got access automatically to the same permission as the group. So the group permission, because he is a member of help desk group. The second thing, group access to the folder. The help desk group has a full control over the IT folder and the Malik.com shared folder. As a result, John Malik can access to the IT folder and its content because the group permission flow down to her automatically. In the example, imagine you work in an organization with a 10 or 100 IT support staff who all need access to the shared folder called IT inside the Malik.com folder without a group. You manually assign folder permission to each of these 10 IT staff user. And the second, if a new IT staff member joins, you must individually configure their access to the folder. And the third, if one person leave or their rules change, you must manually remove or update their permission. And the fourth one is, this process will become tedious or boring and, error prone. Mean if you assign permission to each user one by one instead of using group, you might accidentally forget to give someone access or give too much access. So this makes the process more likely to have errors, right? And then with a group, what you can do with a group, let's say you have a group, you can create a group called help desk, and the second thing is assign help desk group full control of the IT folder, right? That we did. Add the 10 IT staff member only to the help desk. Just keep adding members to the help desk, and they will all have access to the Malik.com folder, but there has to be admin. Remember that, because I shared Malik.com as admin manually. If you don't want to be those user and not admin, you need to manually add those user to the Malik.com folder, which is a different topic. I will do it in a second NTFS or third NTFS permission. Let's say if someone leaves or change rules, you remove them from the group, like the help desk group, and their access will revoked immediately. This method is much faster, more organized, and scalable, and it shows centralized control of permissions. And when you add the help desk group to a new user, the user automatically inherits the permission assigned to the help desk group. Since the help desk group already have access or has access to both Malik.com and IT folder with a full control, the new user will gain access to both folder without any additional configuration. This streamlined approach ensures that access is managed centrally through the group, making it easy to add or remove user while maintaining consistent permissions. So in a conclusion or result, the benefit of the group is, let's say, without a group you must go to the Malik.com folder and give access to every user one by one. This take a lot of time, and can cause mistake. With a group help desk as a security group, you only give the help desk security group access to Malik.com folder or make the user admin. No, make the user a member of that help desk security group. Then when you want to give those user access, you just add them to the help desk group or just make them member of help desk group. They automatically get access to the folder. This is faster, easier because you don't need to change the folder permission every time a new user need to access. So that's all for the first NTFS permission. Let's go on the second one briefly. So the second one, the first one we make member John Malik member of help desk, and also we added him to the basically to the admin group, right? Now let give him John Malik give access to one admin user only, which I'll create, not John Malik. Let's create another one named John Smith, which I'll make him admin without help desk member. So let me show that. So let's say I'll create a new user named John Smith. He will be not a member of help desk security group, but he will be an admin user. To do this, we need to go to again Active Directory user and computer, right click on user, expand the domain, new, and then user. I'll make John Smith, and the login will be jsmith, right? And then next I'll remove this login. Let me type the password, and I created the user, right? Click finish. I created username John Smith. And I'm sorry, I forgot to map the network drive for John Malik. Let me do it right now. I just remember, because I said I'll make a network drive. I'll map the network drive for John Malik, right? Let me do that real quick. I just forgot to do that. I provided description and therefore I forgot, and I'll do it right now, don't worry. So it is pretty much simple. Go to the File Explorer, the same thing. Click on this PC, not this PC, sorry. Click on Get Quick Access and type path for the Malik.com, which is security // security hacker, and hit enter. Click on Malik.com in IT, and now copy this whole path. Come to this PC, right click and map network drive, and paste the path here. Click finish. Just wait a little bit. Click on this PC, and if you see, the IT folder is right here. We created. So this is how we created and when we did the map network drive for John Malik. So let's go back to the second NTFS permission. Since we created the John Smith folder, as I said, I'll not make him help desk member. I'll just make him admin. In order to make him or add him to the member administrator group, I'll just properties, member, admin, check name. It's pretty much simple. Right there, he has been added to administrator group. Click OK, apply, and OK. He has been added. He is now a member of he is admin user, but he is not a member of help desk. If you come here to help desk and if you click member, there is only John Malik, there is not John Smith, because John Smith is not member of help desk. John Smith is only admin user. You see, he's administrator. So we created a user named John Smith, and now we added him to the administrator group, right? But not a member of help desk. So since Malik.com is shared with administrator only, John Smith must be an administrator to pass the share level permission. Even if you grant him, as I said, even if you grant him explicit NTFS permission on Malik.com folder or IT folder, it won't work unless he is an administrator group, because the share level permission are blocking non-administrators. In a summary, the share level permission take priority for network access. Since Malik.com is shared with administrator owner only, non-admin user cannot access it even if they have NTFS permission. To give him access without making him an admin and even not member of helpdesk group, you need to update the share level permission to include him or a group he belongs to, which I will do it later, maybe in a third NTFS permission, right? So I made him admin already and I also created as a user. So let's go to the basically HR folder, right? And in HR folder we need to add him. So to do this, Malik.com, right click on HR folder, security, edit, and in here we need to add John Smith. Click OK, apply, and OK, click on advance, and on advance or leave it as it is. Let me click on advance and see John Smith is right there with read and execute permission. Unless if you give him a full control, there is a different, you need to just click on this and click edit and you can check mark these full control, but let me leave it as it is. I'll just add him with the read and execute, sorry. Or you can add, make him, just give him modify, and let me make him modify and write permission, modify and write. So if you see it is modified, apply and OK. So click on OK, and then let's now log in as a John Malik, right, and see if he has access to those two folders, right, HR and IT along with Malik.com, and we will do another map network drive one more time. I want to make sure properties, if he is a member of helpdesk or not. He is not, he's on the admin, remember that. If you go to the helpdesk properties, member, he is not, John Smith is not there, it is only John Malik. So let me go to the Windows machine, let me log out this is John Malik. I want to basically log in You see it is John Malik. I want to log in as the John Smith. J Smith. The login is J Smith. Let's wait for this while it's loading. And then we'll go over the third NTFS permission. So I'll add him, and a third NTFS permission, I'll do it later. And right now I will see if he has access to Malik.com along with HRNIT folders. Again, I got this issue. I'm really not sure what's going on with this. Let me sign out and sign in again, and hopefully it will not cause any error. While it's loading, let me check the effective access for John Smith. File Explorer on the server. Right click on Malik.com, Properties, Security, Advanced, Effective Access. Select user John Smith. Check name. Okay. Effective access. You see, John Smith has a full access to those folders without become a member of help desk. He's only admin. Let's check it here on Windows, and we'll map the network drive. So let's me go there. I'm logging as a John Smith right now as a admin user, but not the member of help desk group. And he's still able, of course, to Malik.com folder because he's admin user, right? So tap the path. If you don't know or if you didn't notice the path where I got this, simply go to the server, Malik.com, properties, sharing, and this is the path. I'm only typing this path up to here to see the Malik.com folder there. If you type it up to here, you will get access to the HR and IT folders on client machine. But I see Malik.com folder is there. Let me click on this if I'm able to open or not. As you see, I'm able to open all folders. HR, IT. So I'm able to open all of these, and let me create or map that network drive for HR. Basically, he's only I gave him only access, right, for the HR folder, and he is admin. Since he is admin and not a member of help desk, he is able to open and get access to all. And copy the path here. So this PC, right click, map a network drive, and then copy the path there and click finish. The path will be created right away. So the third, we'll go over the third NTFS permission, which is more fun. Let's give him John Smith. Let's give him John Smith. You see the HR folder is right there. So now let's Give John Smith access without making him an admin and even not member of help desk group. For this, we need to update the share level permission to include him or a group he belongs to. Remember, he is not admin and he will not member of help desk group. So let me give you a simple description to give John Smith access to Malik.com in IT folder without making him an administrator or even not make him as a member of help desk. We need to adjust the share level permission as well as NTFS permission. Here is how it works. Let me tell you. Step 1, modify share level permission. Right click on Malik.com folder. It says, let me log out this. So sign out. We go to the server. It says right click on this properties. And then I need to go to the sharing and then advanced sharing permission, and in here I need to add John Smith, a non-admin user and even not a member. Oh my god, sorry, apologize. Let me add him first, John, or let me go to first. I need to remove John Smith from administrator because he's still admin user. Go to the user, John Smith. Where is John Smith user? Let me close everything because it was there before, right? John Smith. Yeah, right here. He is a member of help. He is a member of admin. Let me remove him from admin. Click on this, remove, and yes, apply, and okay. So he is no longer admin user. Click properties one more time. Member. He is no longer admin user. So So by giving him the correct share level and NTFS permission manually, John Smith can access to Malik.com in IT even if he is not part of administrator group and help desk security group. So we will remove him from the administrator, which we already did. But in here we need to go to the Malik.com folder and we need to add him, right? Let me go quickly over this. File, right click on this, properties, sharing, advanced sharing, permission, and add John Smith. Check name, click OK, apply, and OK. Okay, and in security, let me give him full access. Or go to the security. Let me see on security. Yeah, on security you don't see it there. Let me add it here too. John Smith. Let me give him full control everywhere. Hit apply and OK. And if you click on advanced, John Smith has a full control. If you see a full control right now on Malik.com without admin and without member of help desk. And if you want to change, you can click on edit and you can change it from here. At this point I want to give him full control. So we will log in as a John Smith right now without admin user and see, or let me check the effective access. Effective access to check it is more important. Security advanced, effective access, select user, John Smith. See, he has access. Even he is not admin user, and even he is not a member of help desk, which I'll show one more time. If you want to check on from the help desk, security group properties, and check the members. John Malik is the only member. There is no John Smith. Click OK. And if you go to the user, and I'll click on user, and on user right click on John Smith properties, member. He is no longer admin. He is no longer the member of help desk. Let me log in now to the Windows. What happened? Not sure. My client machine is something wrong with this. So now I am logged in as a John Smith, right? If you go to the path, security, Malik.com, Malik.com, let me see what happened. Now he has access basically to HR and IT folder without even admin, and without even the member of help desk. So as I described above, the share level permission take priority for network access. I explained this. Since Malik.com is shared with an administrator only, non-administrator can't access it, even if they have a NTFS permission, which is new technology file system. So above we added John Malik in a Malik.com and remove administrator, and now John and remove him from administrator, of course. And now John Malik got access to the Malik.com and its subfolder without admin privilege and even without the help desk member. With only NTFS permission we assign with a full control. So the fourth permission, let's since IT folder is only accessible by admin user and help desk has a full control to it, let's remove access from John Smith. I'm sorry if I'm reading John Malik because I created before John Malik and now John Malik comes to my mind every time. Now I'm talking anytime and John Smith, okay? And a third and I believe in a second NTFS permission I have been talking about the John Smith, not John Malik, because John Malik is admin user. In a third, of course. From the third NTFS permission, I have been talking about the John Smith, with not admin user and not member of help desk. So let's say my boss came to me and asked, "Hey, John Smith is no longer admin. He is no longer a member of help desk. I don't want him to have access to IT folder because John Malik was the only able he was having access to the admin to the IT folder because he was admin, right? But John Smith is not. I don't want John Smith to have access to the IT folder, but I want only John Smith to have access to its own HR folder, right? So in order to do this, we need to simply remove John Smith from the IT folder, which is go to the file explorer, right click on this, no, not right click, open this. So IT is for admin, let me remove him. from the IT, because I don't want him to have access to IT folder, right? Once you can also remove it from here too. Click remove. He has been removed from the IT folder. Hopefully it will work. Here it has been removed as well. Let me check his effective access. Security once. Effective access. Select user John Smith. Oops. Yeah, he doesn't have access to this folder for sure. Let me check. And let me check the HR folder. It should be with a check mark because I didn't remove him. John Smith is there. John Smith. Okay. Effective access. Since I remove him full control, he's only have access to read and execute. So that's why it shows like this. And all this permission, because if you come here, let me show that properties, security, once. If you see John Smith is only modified, if you click on full control, it is full control now. Click OK, apply, and OK. And if you come to advanced again, or effective access, John Smith, check name, effective access, everything has been checkmarked. I gave him full control. That's fun. So let me log in as John Smith right now. And he will be no longer see the IT folder anymore, because as I explained to you, IT folder was only accessible by the admin user, which and also those who are the member of help desk, but not accessible. If the person you hired and he is not a member of help desk, and even he is not an admin group, he will not have access to the IT folder. He will only see the he will only see what it's called, the folder that has been assigned, but not the folder that the admin user was having access to. Let's wait for this to work. Yeah, it's working now. So for this one, we need to click on the quick access and type the path in order to // security hacker, and enter on this, and malik.com. Oh, unfortunately, I removed him. I removed John Smith from accidentally. I removed him from IT, and it has been removed also from the Malik.com folder. So let me go back to the security hacker, and we'll add him from there again one more time. So properties, and in the properties I need to click on security. If you see John Smith is not there, which is not good. John, because he is non-admin user, right? We need to add him manually. Full control and apply. John Smith is now there, but let me check one more time for the IT folder. I'm just a little bit worried if the John Smith has been also added here too. If you see he has been added, it's crazy. So at once, let me remove John Smith. So let me make it disable, convert, remove. John Smith has been removed. And let me see the effective access for IT folder of John Smith. At once, select user John Smith, check name, okay, effective access, it is all denied, and it will be allowed for Malik.com folder because I manually added him. So security advanced. So John Smith is there. Effective access. Select user John Smith. Check name. Effective access. He is able to have access to Malik.com folder, right? If we now go to the Windows machine and sign in and sign out, and let me log in as a John Smith one more time. And now the John Smith will only see the HR folder but not the IT folder. Let's wait for this. So File Explorer. I'll also log in as a John Malik to see if he has access to both folder, right? He has to see on both access have a both folder because he is John Malik. John Malik was the admin user that I did on first NTFS permission, but John Smith, he is not. So let me go to this path backward slash security hacker, enter malik.com. As you see, he's only have access to HR folder, right? You can even do the map the network drive for him. Right click on this PC, or I already did that for John Smith. Anyway, and now let me log in as a John Malik, which I'll show him. He will be able to have access to basically to HR Init folder because he was the member, he was admin user. Because that's why he has to access to the IT folder. So it was J Malik. John Malik was admin. He has to have access to Malik.com folder along with the two subfolder, which is IT, and IT folder is only for admin user, which I'll show now. So go to this backward security hacker Malik.com folder, and he has access to both folder, of course. So that is great because he is admin user and only admin user have access to the IT folder, and those who are the member of help desk security group have access to this. So if you go back to the server, you go to the server, and if you click on John Malik properties member, you see he is admin member and also help desk. And if you come here, properties, to John Smith, he is no longer admin, he is no longer help desk. So this is how NTFS work. Let me go to the fifth NTFS permission. Let's make John Malik non-admin user to be a help desk member but have access to both IT and HR folder. So he will be a help desk member but he will have access to both. So since we remove him from IT folder, let's now add him to the help desk member. He will be a member of help desk, but he will have and then he will get access to both folder HR and IT folder. So let's make him non-admin user. So since he's already John Smith is no longer the administrator user, so because we manually added John Malik in a Malik.com, but he wasn't a help desk member and even not a member of admin, and he got access to both, not both, to just IT HR folder, sorry, which is basically no HR and IT folder. Even not admin and even not no John Malik, not John Smith. John Smith has only access to HR because IT folder is not for John Smith. But John Malik got access to both because he was admin user, right? So now let's make John Smith as only help desk security group member. To do that, or add him to the security group. To add him, let's add. Click on help, right? Help desk. He has been added to the help desk group. Right now, he is now member of help desk, but he is not in an admin group. So if you go to members, you see John Smith is also there, and John Smith is manually has already added, right? So if you go to the user John Smith, right click on this and properties and John Smith members. He's only a member of help desk, but he's not basically admin user. So we already added manually, right? Let me show that to you as well. If you go to malik.com, right click on this properties, and in the properties share, John Smith is right there. And if you go to security, John Smith is there, which is great. He is only a help desk member, but he is not an admin user. So since we already added him to the help desk, let me now log in as a John Smith on a client machine. This is John Malik user, right? Now John Smith will get access back to the HR and IT folder. Before he was having only access to the HR folder because we removed him, that is because he's not admin. He was only have access to HR but not IT. So J Smith. This is how to spell this? John Smith, yeah. So while it's logging in, let me check John Smith effective access. He will have effective access to basically on both malik.com and IT folder, because before we kicked him from the IT folder he was not admin user, right? You see he has access all check marked. And if you go to the IT and if you right click on this, sorry, right click on this properties, and in the properties you need to click security advanced. We need to check only for John Smith because he's non-admin but he is a member of help desk. Smith, check name, okay, effective access. He has access to IT folder now, right? And before we removed him, so he got access through my help desk security group, and also we manually added him. And if you come here security, he has to definitely have access to this because this is his own folder. He has definitely have access. Okay, effective access, yeah, there you go. If I log into the Windows machine as a John Smith, of course, this is John Smith, and if you click on File Explorer and you click on this PC, not this PC, sorry, you need to click on this and type the path security hacker, and click admin. He's now got access back through the help desk security group. That is good, right? Because we removed him from admin and we removed him from the in a fourth NTFS permission. We remove him from admin, we remove him from help desk, but he got access to both folder, right? And then we removed him the from the IT folder because IT folder was only accessible by admin user, right? And he is not admin user. And now he got back access to both folder through a help desk group because we added him to the help desk. And the reason he got access to the IT and HR folder without admin and even without member of helpdesk because we manually added him to the Malik.com folder, right? That's why he had access to both folder. And then we remove him from the IT folder and he was not able to have access to the IT folder because only admin user was having access to the IT folder. And then he got access back again to both folders, IT and HR folder. And now the last six NTFS permission, which is more interesting. Let's make John Smith non-admin user to be a help desk member but not have access to the IT folder. Last time he was not a help desk member and he was not even a member of he was not admin user, but we remove him from IT. Now he is a member of help desk, but he won't be have access to the IT folder, right? Because he's admin user. I don't want him to have access to the IT folder. He is not admin user, right? So let me log in and log out from right now. So let me sign out. Sign out anyway. So go to the server. So on the server, let me see. On the server, not sure what happened, why it has been closed up. And then right now I need to go to the file explorer. In a file explorer, I will right click on malik.com. So this PC, and then I'll open the local disk C, and in the local disk C I'll click on malik.com folder. Sorry for the noise. And on malik.com folder you need to open that. I don't want the John Smith to have access to IT folder, right? So right click on this and hit on properties, and in the properties click on security, and on security we need to add John Smith here, and I'll make him deny. So let me John Smith, check name, click OK, and I'll make this from allow to deny, but with a full control I'll make him deny. Click OK. He's there. And if you got an issue, like let's say he is a member of John Smith is a member of help desk group, but he is not admin, but I don't want him, since he is not admin, I don't want him to have access to IT folder. I make him deny, but I made this enable inheritance. Since if this is working for you, it is good. If not, make this disable. What do I mean by not working? If you log in as a John Smith and if you see the IT folder, make this disable and it will work. John Smith will not have access to see the IT folder there anymore. That is because we remove or we make the access deny. So I'll leave now as a enable inheritance and see if he has access to the IT folder or not. So I enable inheritance, and if you see disable, then check back and again, and it will work. That he will make this disable inheritance, and it will be work. You will not be able to see the IT folder. The John Smith will not be able to see the IT folder anymore. So, or you can make check keep checking by effective access, right? Which I'll show right now. 1 second, let me just make apply and okay, and click on okay one more time. That is good. Let me see John Smith for this IT folder, if it is deny or allow. So effective access, select user John Smith. Let's see if John Smith has access to the IT folder. So view effective access. He does not have access to the IT folder, and he is even a member of help desk but not admin. Let me check for the HR. For the HR, he will have access because that is his own folder, right? That's his own folder that we assigned for him. John Smith. John Smith, sorry. John Smith. Check name. Okay. Effective access. Everything is good and check mark. That means John Smith, as an only member of help desk but not admin, have access to the IT HR folder but not IT. Let me check. And if you come here, let me check if John Smith has access to Malik.com or not. This effective access will show you what John Smith was supposed to see, that you can check. See, John Smith can also access to Malik.com folder. So let me log in and log out one more time. This is we when we met John Smith, added him to the help desk group. He got access to both folder, but now he is still a member of help desk, but he won't be see IT folder. Let me show. So sign out, and I'll re-sign in again, and he will not be able to see the basically what it's called, see the IT folder. Because IT folder is only able to see all those users who are either member of help desk or member of or added in a admin group, or a user that a member of help desk and also admin group. Those are the user have access to the IT folder. Other than that, no one has to have access. So let me log in as John Smith and see if he has access. So as I said, those who are admin user will have access to Malik.com in HR and IT folder. Those who are a member of help desk will have access, that we manually added him will have access to Malik.com and HR and IT folder, and those who are admin and also have access to the also member of help desk will have access to Malik.com, HR and IT folder. So right now we remove John Smith from the IT folder, but he is still a member of help desk. I don't want to see him to see the IT folder. I removed him. I force him to not see it. Backward slash type the path to the it's called to the sharemalik.com drive and after Malik.com, as you see, John Smith is not able to see the what it's called IT folder. So it basically helped to verify the user, like John Smith cannot access to the folder, for example, IT. And then after we applying the deny rules, it defines conflicting permission or unintended access. The deny rule I applied above earlier override any inherent or explicit permission from the parent folder Malik.com. Even though John Smith is a member of parent folder group, let's say he is a member of Malik.com, the deny permission ensure he cannot access to the IT folder. The effective access calculations validate your step by showing no permission for John Smith. This ensures that the folder is restricted, the IT folder is restricted as intended, while keeping him a member of help desk group for other resources. So let me show one more time. So as I explained, John Smith is able to have access to I show the effective access of Malik.com, which John Smith was having access. I also show the effective access of HR, which let me show one more time that he has access to, which of course I show it to you on it's two times. Let me remove one of them, which I show it to you of course on a client machine when I log in as John Smith. So John Smith, I'll just show the John Smith if he has access to the HR folder. Yeah, as you see, he has access to the HR folder. So click apply, okay, and okay. And if you come for the ID folder, since he is a member of help desk group, I removed him from do not see the IT folder security. Good advance, effective access, user John Smith. Check name, okay. And click this. He is not able to have access, or the John Smith is not able to have access to the IT folder, even he is a member of help desk group, which I will show right now. Active Directory user in computers, user, and then go to the John Smith, right click on this, properties, and member. John Smith is only help desk member, but he is not admin. And if you come here on help desk, properties, and see the member, John Smith is only the member of help desk, but he is not admin, right? And if you come to the John Malik, he was admin along with the member of help desk group, both. But John Smith is not admin. He is no longer admin, but he is a member of help desk. But I don't want him to see the IT folder because I want all admin user to have access to the IT folder. So that's all for today. I explained 6 way of NTFS file formation, which is network technology file system, or I'm sorry, network new technology file system. I apologize for that. So NTFS stands for new technology file system, and I showed 6 different ways of NTFS. The first one was, let me go show real quick each one of them. The John Malik, which he was admin and also a member of help desk, and he got access to both IT folder, Malik.com and subfolder. I remove him from the admin, right? I remove him from the help desk, and he was only admin, and he got again access to the Malik.com and subfolder. And then in a third NTFS permission, let me go there. I remove him, John. I created another user, John Smith. He was not even admin, and he was not even member of help desk, and he got access to both folder. Malik.com and HR. And then in a fourth one, I make John Smith to not even admin, not even help desk member, and I want him to only have access to HR folder. And I also showed that the John Malik, which is admin, he was access to both folder, but John Smith has only access to the Malik.com and also HR own folder. And in the fifth one, when I make him as a help desk member, he got he back got access to both folder subfolder IT and HR folder. And then in the sixth one, he was a member of help desk, not admin, but member of help desk. I remove him access to the IT folder. He was only having access to the HR but not access to the IT folder, because IT folder was only accessible by admin user and who are a member of help desk. And even I showed everyone for each permission, I showed the effective access. So this is all for today. Thank you for watching and being with me. I hope have a great day, and don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up to my videos. Thank you so much and have a great day. See you next time.